Few games can master both art and philosophy, whether it makes you stop and say, wow, or connects with you at an emotional level, whether it makes you question your decisions or the morals of others. Few can successfully pull this off, except one game. Bioshock. Bioshock revolutionized gaming. The graphics were amazing for the time, the gunplay felt good, many unique aspects you couldn't find in 2007. But that's not the real reason Bioshock is not a cult classic. It's the art, the atmosphere, the story. Without it, the game would just be another generic shooter game. Bioshock takes place in the underwater city of Rapture, a dystopian city made by a man named Andrew Ryan to escape the socially oppressed surface world. The whole idea of Rapture is based off Ayn Rand's theory of objectivism, with Andrew Ryan being a vague anagram of Ayn Rand. Objectivism is based on the idea that our final moral goal is happiness, but we have to work and strive for it. We can't just suddenly be happy or be given happiness. In objectivism, no one can take your earned happiness from you. And according to Andrew Ryan, that's all the governments do, as he says here.
I am Andrew Ryan, and I'm here to ask you a question. Is a man not entitled to the sweat of his brow? No, says the man in Washington, it belongs to the poor. No, says the man in the Vatican, it belongs to God. No, says the man in Moscow, it belongs to everyone. I rejected those answers. Instead, I chose something different. I chose the impossible. I chose rapture.
But this same philosophy led to Rapture's ultimate downfall as well. In Rapture, the scientist isn't bound by petty morals. The artist isn't held back by society. The market is free to do what it wants. So when a slug that has the ability to rewrite your genetic code is discovered, everyone took advantage of that. Eventually plasmids were invented, which were basically juices from the sea slugs modified to give you special powers, such as the ability to shoot electricity or freeze your enemies. But they weren't perfect either. The atom in it, which did all the magic, would eventually drive you insane, turning you into horrible monsters and making you addicted to the stuff. People called for Ryan to limit the plasmid market, but because of objectivism, he said no. It eventually led to a massive civil war and even the creation of a sleeper agent to kill Ryan. The atmosphere of the game is another big part. Between the splicers roaming the halls and sneaking up on you, or the creepy audio diaries showing the remnants of what Rapture was like before.
I'm so glad you didn't. I'm sorry, Mr. Ryan. I didn't know. I didn't know Fontaine had something to do with it. What are you doing? No, please. I loved you. Don't, please, no.
One of the biggest parts that showcases is Fort Frolic, the shopping and entertainment district of Rapture. The whole area is run by a crazed artist named Sander Cohen, who hijacks your bathysphere on your way to kill Ryan. The whole district is a completely different AI pattern for the rest of the game. It utilizes the quiet spider splicers, who crawl on the ceiling, for traditional loud and obnoxious splicer. Because of this, you usually hear the splicers before you see them, adding a sense of being watched. Most of the splicer encounters are based on your actions as well. Hack the safe, 2 or 3 come after you, buy from this vending machine, and be ambushed. Then there are the plaster splicers, completely quiet except a few ceiling tiles, and they sneak up on you the entire level. They spawn where you're not looking, in places you've already explored. But they only appear if you use a certain gun upgrade system. If you pass it up, you never have to see or deal with the plaster splicers. And once you get through Fort Frolic, you finally get to the main bit of the game, the encounter with Orion.
The assassin has overcome my final defense, and now he's come to murder me. In the end, what separates a man from a slave? Money? Power? No. A man chooses. A slave obeys. You think you have memories. A farm, a family, an airplane, a crash, and then this place. Was there really a family? Did that airplane crash? Or was it hijacked? Forced down. Forced down by something less than a man, something bred to sleepwalk through life until they are activated by a simple phrase spoken by their kindly master. Was a man sent to kill, or a slave? A man chooses. A slave obeys.